Hello guys, and welcome back to another Tweaker Man video. So this video is about all the speakers that I've owned, and the reason why I thought about this is I'd love to hear from you guys about all the speakers you've owned. Now I've owned endless speakers, so I'm going to start from the beginning and work my way up. And what I'm going to do is post a photograph of each speaker. Maybe not the first one, because I can't find a stock photograph on the internet of this speaker. I can't remember the model number of it. So so the first speaker that I bought was an Akai. It was that I purchased in Tottenham Court Road in London. So I managed to get this this very small amplifier from Tandy's at the time. I must have been 14. And I was listening through some speakers of my sister's. Now I can't remember what they were, probably Binatone or some pile of rubbish like that. So then I had to go down to visit my nan, because I came from Islington but moved out to Hemel Hempstead in the early 80s. So we used to go back there every Saturday. So it was near my birthday, I think it was, and I'd got some money, and I decided I'll go up to Tottenham Court Road and see what I could find. So I'll go into this hi-fi store up there, and they just had a stack of these speakers in boxes, and they were just Akai three-way speakers. They had a woofer, a mid-range and a tweeter, and they were something like, I like to say they were 1999. Now I'm going to go with that because that's what I think they were. They were huge speakers. I come out of there, I thought, this is fabulous. I couldn't believe it. I've got these speakers. Anyway, I trundled home with them to my nan's house. and then when I finally got them home, I tried them out and I thought, oh, these are really good. I mean, bearing in mind, this was my first stage of hi-fi. So I stuck with those for a while. And then obviously I upgraded the amplifier. And I also upgraded the speakers. And the first set of real speakers that I bought were a set of Goodman's Maxim 2s. Now, here's a photograph of those. Totally different kettle of fish to the Akai. They were so much better. Obviously, the bass wasn't as deep, because the Akai's had quite a big woofer in them. But the quality of the components was so much better in the Goodman's Maxim 2s. And I know where I bought them from. I bought them from Acoustic Arts in Watford. Now that used to be a fabulous store in Watford. It sold all mainly high-end stuff, but it used to pick certain brands that they thought was good, well, they knew was good, even though they were budget. Now most of these speakers that I'm talking about on here are fairly budget speakers. So I had those for 3 years or so, and then I finally upgraded to a set of Wolfdale 505.2s. I had those for quite a few years again. They were more refined, and they had a lot better bass than the Goodman's Maxim 2s. So I went along with those for quite a while, but I still eked back to that mid-range that I heard on the Maxim 2s. So I purchased myself a set of Celestion 5s. They had more bass than the Goodman's Maxim 2s, but they had better mid-range. But they still didn't have the same bass as the Wolfdales. So I kept those for a year or so. And then me and my friends, we used to swap speakers all the time. And with my mate Chung, I swapped the Celestion 5s for a set of TDL RTL 2s, which were a small two-way floor stander. They gave me something more, but I was still eking something different to that. I didn't really like those speakers. So we swapped those back again. Or actually I didn't. I think, I can't remember what happened now, but I didn't get the Celestion 5s back, but he took the TDL RTL 2s back. And then after that, I started making speakers. So I made 4 sets, all different types. As I said in my making of these, of the mini monitors here, I couldn't get the crossover right. I was only buying off the shelf crossovers, couldn't get them right. And I persevered for ages with them. And there was just something about them I didn't like. So I went down to, I was in Oxford for the day. And I managed to stumble on a Sevenoaks Sound and Vision store. It must have been about 97, I think it was. Or 96. It could have been, it might have been, yeah, 97, I think it was. And I picked up a set of Monitor Audio Gold 2s. Now again, they never had the bass of the Wolfdales, but they were a massive step up from the Celestion 5s. They really were, and I kept those speakers for years actually, and I only sold them. I kept them as a second pair in the end, and I only sold them in 2005. So I kept those for quite a while. There was a good 8 years on those, and then I bought a set of Mission floor standers. He seems to get a lot of my left-offs, either him or the Audio Scrooge. At the time, Chung did, not anymore. And these are the Mission floor standers. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember the model number of these. But they had a lot more bass. But the mid-range wasn't as good as the Monitor Audio Gold 2s. So I kept those for a while. Then I think Chung had them off me. Then I went back to the Monitor Audio Gold 2s, which I put on stands. So when I got married and we moved to a house, and my daughter was really young and she used to crawl around the floor, the wife was moaning at me about the stands, and she's going to pull them over and the speaker's going to go on top of her and she's going to get injured. So I stored those away. And then at the time, this was when my uncle was using these Bose Acoustomaz. And I always had my doubts about those Bose Acoustomaz. So I went out and I bought a set of Wolfdale Modus 2.1s. So here's a picture of those. Now they really didn't cut it with me at all. They were, the bass was better. Again, they wasn't audiophile really. So so I got rid of those, and then just before I set my audio business up in 2005, I bought myself a set of Morden Short Genies plus the subwoofer, but it wasn't the subwoofer that went with the Genies. It was the higher model subwoofer from Morden Short, and it was the 309W subwoofer. Eichmann products, Eichmann bullet plugs, Eichmann banana plugs, and the binding posts at the back. I managed to get some Eichmann binding posts, and someone in the industry did me some upgrade crossovers, and then I wired the inside up with some Teflon pure silver wire, and they were fantastic actually for a small speaker that just was meant to bolt on the wall, which I did. I had it bolted on the wall, and they were really, really good. And then obviously I set my audio business up, and that's when I really went to town and I bought the PMC EB1s. And I've explained this in other videos, but they were real quality. I haven't heard anything as good as those for a while. And then obviously as the audio business failed, and my wife made me sell them, So I went out and I bought a set of Monitor Audio silver ones. Now I got these second hand. Now it must have been at the beginning of eBay. I got them off of eBay, I know that. So, and it wasn't the beginning of eBay actually, it was eBay. So I picked a set of those up, which I used for, you know, up till about 2015, 16, might have even been 17. And then I moved house, and I bought a set of Raiders 90s, which are here. They're still the same. Actually, it was about 2015 actually. I bought these Raiders 90s with a subwoofer, so I was going back again to a 2.1 system. Now these were far better than the. Actually, there wasn't a great deal between the Modern Short Genies and these. Once the Modern Short Genies had been upgraded and that, but these are very nice little speakers for what they are. They cost now, I think they're about 400 for the new version. These are the old version of them, and I kept those right up till 2018. So I literally only had them about three years, and then that's when I bought a pair of the Monitor Audio GS10s. And you saw those in my system for quite a while before I inherited the Russ Andrews speakers that I was using of my uncle's. And obviously now I'm using those. Now, in between all this, there were other speakers that I just dabbled around with, which were these, which I showed in the last video, which were these BMW Solids. They weren't really up to it either, really. So in a way, most of the speakers that I've had, apart from the PMCs, obviously, and the Monitor Audio GS10s, were really only really budget speakers, really. And the GS10s, they were really good actually. I sort of regret selling those in a way, but you know, we move on. And now we're on to the fabulous mini monitors, which the reason why I'm doing this video today is because I'm still waiting for the parts. It's been a month now, and I messaged Hi-Fi Collective last week to say because on their site they say 3 weeks for the air core inductor to be made in Denmark by Jan's End, and it's been 4 weeks now. I still haven't received them. I haven't had a message from them either. Well, I messaged them, but anyway, that's it. They're not turned up yet. So I've got other projects that I want to start, but I want to get these ones finished first before I can start the new projects. So all I'd like to know from you guys is how many speakers have you had? So let's count this. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pairs officially. That is without the ones I made, which was another 4. So that would be 17, and these ones here 18. And I've had other subwoofers as well at the time. I had a Yamaha subwoofer that I purchased around in the 90s. It was an active subwoofer, and but you let me know what you think. What have you bought, and what was your favourite speaker? Now I'm going to probably pick the most favourite speaker out of all of these, and it's not the best speaker at all, but it was the one that really set me on my path to being an audiophile, and it was the Goodman's Maxim 2s. They were a totally different kettle of fish to any other speaker that you'd get with a MIDI system, or in those days it might have even been a music centre. I don't think it was. This was in round about, the Maxim 2s came about 87, I think they did. So but yeah, I hope you like this video. It's only a quick one today, just showing you different speakers I've owned. So let me know what you've owned. Post in the comments below. And I think that's it for this video. And we'll be back soon, hopefully, with the making the new crossovers, hopefully by the weekend. So thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to press that notification bell so you're notified each time I upload a new video. And thank you for watching, guys.